Around. Irelia being hovered over here for Xaxus. Of course, Irelia started to make a bit of a comeback. We saw Darian player not quite as well as some other people have yesterday, and it is going to be Xaxus that will lock that one in. So Irelia for Xaxus this time around. Very interested to see how this one all works out. Of course, the winner will go through into tomorrow's final. The loser will play Alliance for third place. We're in game now. It's match number 3 between SK and Roccat. Will we see here anything at level 1? Reveal themselves to Jankos. They already know where they're there. They're already pinging on top of them. There is Jankos spotting the entire team. SK are going to move in. Are Roccat going to try and fight this one? They've got 3 men on the top side. They're going to come in. They're going to fight this one. They're going to go for it. There's a slow coming down. Svenskeren going to get knocked up. That's a great Howling Gale. Svenskeren's going to go down. First blood comes in. Jankos flashes away. Freddy's low. They follow him over. Jankos is going to go down by the spear. Freddy dies as well. Now they're trying to track down VandeR, who's also low. In the end, it ends in a 2-for-1 for Roccat. Yeah, standard 3-man dive at this point as VandeR is going to be the one tanking up the turret. That's a lot of damage from the tower. He's still tanking it. That was awfully done there. I don't think he realized. Jankos, is he going to fall here? The minions, not quite enough damage. That was almost disastrous for Roccat. Down, SK once again are putting in a ton of damage, and actually there's a risk here that they're going to lose that blue up. Jankos is pretty much going to face check, but Svenskeren already falling low. Here comes Overpow from the side. This is bad news for SK. Here comes CandyPanda though. They turn around, they're going to go for Xaxus, and they get the kill. CandyPanda gets that one. Svenskeren is going to go down. Jankos falls as well though, and they flash in onto Overpow. There is the shield, nRated going in as well. Not quite enough damage. And he ends in a killer piece. We're tied at 4-4 now on kills. Up there on that top side, Freddy can't do much about that. And actually, they're going to chase after him here. They get him with the chompers. Have they got enough damage? Here comes Jankos from the side. Freddy's going back for his tower, but he's not even going to be close to taking the enough damage. And that will be the kill for Celaver. And the tower going down as well. Leaves you 3-for-1. Can't really stop them taking it out. The minion waves are going to go in, but they're going to catch Freddy once again. He stands on top of the chompers. He's going to run towards the turret. But again, he goes down. And again, it's Celaver that gets the kill. He's on a rampage now.
But second time in a row, Freddy is staying at the turret, trying to get some XP. Like, there's no way for him to clear the wave. There's no way for him to push Roccat away from the turret, so he just stays. And now they're in it because the 3 members continue to push.
This is all a little bit awkward, I feel, for Roccat. SK are going to take down that inhibitor turret. Are they going to stick around for the inhib itself? Maybe or maybe not, but Jesiz and Overpow here fighting in that mid lane. It's good damage. There is a polymorph coming out. Jesiz has to back off. SK.
Freddy can try and do the same.
Yeah, they're going to bring up a 3-man team, and Celaver sticking to the turret. Svenskeren score! Oh, disaster strikes again here for SK. Freddy flashes away from that one. They got the slow onto CandyPanda, but them chompers from Celaver have been an absolute nightmare. Knockup coming in, nRated going to go low, but Jesiz is there. Will they keep fighting? Jesiz is left, nRated. There's Wild Growth coming in, nRated falling very low. Exhausted onto Jesiz. And nRated can't get away, and now Jesiz is going to try and run the rings around them. Will be able to escape from that one. Roccat decide not to chase.
This is one of the weirdest games I've ever seen. I mean, mistakes on mistakes. Svenskeren, he dives onto Celaver there, just get trapped, and then he dies.
One there from Roccat after Xaxus went down there and got himself a ward in position. There's nothing or no one that can stop that one from happening. That will be the second one of the game going over. They need to be careful here. Actually, Jankos going to get a good ultimate off. And he's off to the side here, and they dive through the wall on towards Jankos, but there's a good crescendo. Xaxus starts to go low, but it's Jankos that dies first. Have they got enough damage here to be finishing off? Roccat don't want to fight. They've backed away to 1-for-0. The spears are going to be doing good amounts of damage at this point of things.
Yeah.
First of all.
So he's delaying his Trundle force quite a lot. He's actually not very strong when it comes to fights, but he's going in anyway.
He's going to go in, and there is Jankos popping up, and Freddy realizes he's biting off a little bit more than he can chew. There's the pillar put down perfectly between the two of them. Is he going to be able to get to the wall? He doesn't have flash anyway. It doesn't matter. Trying to get to the rest of his team, but Jankos picks up the kill in the end. Now SK coming back. They're going to be spotted though.
And Roccat needs to react to this one. They see Jesiz moving up here, they see the rest of the team, and they're now going to push down the mid lane. They can take this turret, just trade 1-for-1.
Trade 1-for-1, or will it be more? not sure about that one. SK are going to take the first one. Are they going to go back? No, they're pushing in here. Nidalee's going back to that mid lane. The minions have actually died in the mid lane there as well, so they've had to tank it up, but they're going to take the turret. Two men from Roccat are defending. 3 men are pushing against just 1 for SK towards that inner turret, and as they see Jesiz, they decide to back off. There's a knock-up from the Howling Gale. Is anyone going to go for it? They're going to go for Jesiz, actually. Get the slow, get the knock-up as well. Can they chase him down? Glitterlands, another super mega death rocket, went flying by without connecting. The culling comes in from the side as well. SK, are they going to be able to get back in for an engagement? It doesn't look like it. nRated actually had Flash Crescendo available, but they only want it when it's perfect. Spears coming through. Of course, Dragon is now spawned in there. SK have controlled the previous 2. This time it looks like Roccat want to try and get involved and stop themselves falling behind in this game. Svenskeren already on it. It's down to half HP as Jankos comes around from the side. A good zap there. There is a crescendo coming in. The calling's going to come around the side. Svenskeren right in the middle of the pack at this point. VandeR is low. Svenskeren actually flashes away. And there is the shutdown coming in onto Celaver. It's now a 5 versus 4. Can they chase in here though? If anyone, it's going to be Jesiz. That was a good little dodge back from VandeR. They get their 1 kill and they retire back to the Dragon Pit.
And whenever it's SK engaging onto Roccat, so they can't get around with Evealynn or Irelia to flank in, trying to get towards CandyPanda. Jesiz.
And the chompers do come down. Minion wave taking its time to get up here for SK. We can see the Jankos again flanking, trying to get into that position to start off the fight, but Celaver does go very, very low. Not quite finished off, but they're going to dive in anyway. That's a great crescendo. It's 3 men. They've got 1 kill. Make that 2 now. Oh, and the spear just flying by. Jankos can't do anything about that. He tried to come in the back, and that's the inhib down. Let's not forget that good old open inhib on the bottom side. Actually,
they don't even care now.
They don't even care. They don't care about that one. Maybe now they do though, as Roccat starts to come at them out of the base. They've got to focus down Jankos. Good wild growth comes in. Freddy puts his ultimate down though, steals all those stats, and Jankos is going to go down. And now they turn back around here with those spears coming flying through. Are they going to play it safe and back away? Yes, they are.
Only
back and forth that they did towards the Nexus turrets would have been enough time to finish that inhib off. Jankos going to get caught here by the blue buff. He does put down his randomins. Svenskeren pops his as well, and then the culling comes across the side, and there it is. It's CandyPanda, max range on the culling that gets the kill, and now they'll move towards that inhib.
Now they will pick it up. Before, and actually, they probably thought they could finish the game, but because Roccat engaged onto them, because there's no minions, they had to back away. This time around though, no Evealynn, so the engage is gone, and they can take this inhibitor for free.
Maybe now any heal himself, and in fact, between him and nRated heal that completely up. There's the inner turret gone down, and now it's only this final inhibitor turret on the top side of the map left here for Roccat.
But look at Jankos here, he wants to come in from behind. There's a ping with those, so they know it, and here's the fight.
And they're just going to fight the 4 men at the front. The crescendo gets 2 around the side. Xaxus going low, super mega death rocket does nothing, and they're just kiting Jankos at the back. CandyPanda survives it, and that's the 1 single kill that they may need to open the floodgates here into the base. The middle lane has already got super minions pushed up. You can see they're hammering away on the Nexus turrets. SK are going to take this 3rd and final inhib before turning their attention onto the Nexus turrets. The first one already has gone down. They dive in for a bit more of a fight, but the Nexus turrets have already fallen. That is an open Nexus now for them to finish off. They look like they want a few more kills, but they turn their focus to it, finish off the game, and move through into the grand final tomorrow. And it's going to be an El Clasico final here in the spring split.
And it's going to be between number 1 in the standings and number 2 in the standings. SK Gaming versus Fnatic. But if they do the mistakes they did in this early game here, give up so many free kills, I believe they gave up 8 or 9 kills in just the first 10 minutes of the game. They can't do the same against Fnatic tomorrow. But credit to SK then, even though they gave up a lot of kills, they were ahead. They managed to get the dragons, get the turrets all the way into the inhibitor. And then when it came to team fights, again, they were just so much stronger.
I think SK can almost count themselves a little bit lucky there that Roccat were also a little sloppy with things, that they allowed them again. And I have to point that out because it happened in game number 1. No, game number 2 as well. The whole trade with the tower pushers going on. Once